Coming up,
we have to use different ingredients and replace those ingredients in addition.
This kosher bakery is making traditional sweets with food allergies in mind so everyone can enjoy cheat day or their birthday. NSU's art museum is impressive in person. It's also impressive virtually, and now its art classes are available to students all across Broward. Personal trainer Morgan Shapiro likes it when you do this, but not that.
They swing the arms up at the same time. Maybe they're arching the back, they're putting the head up.
Listen up and stay safe while training. Join us for a fall stroll through Doral, find out what's new in Riverwalk, and taste the benefits of the apple. All of that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're here today in Doral to show you that no matter where you are, whether it's a cityscape or the suburbs, there's always a nice green area you can get away to go for a walk, or just enjoy the downtown area if that's more your vibe, for a walk, run, jog, you name it. And recently, we've been showing you some do's and don'ts provided to you by Morgan, and you've liked them so much that we brought more. Hey Morgan, what's going on?
Hey guys, Morgan Shapiro here. We are back at Playground Gym in Davie, Florida, bringing you some more do's and don'ts. So today we are going to do the bent over reverse fly. Now I'm going to start off with what you should not do. And sadly, this is an exercise that I see butchered in the gym very often. Starting off with the way people pick up those dumbbells. So what I will see all the time is rounding of the back, mindlessly picking one up, looking over at the friend, picking the other one up, rounding the back, and then obviously you can really hurt your lower back that way. So we're going to start off hinging from the hips. Now what a lot of people actually do is round the back. Maybe they round the back, maybe they arch the back. Then we have the dumbbells forward. They think that's a cue to lift the neck up and look at themselves in the mirror. That is not what you want to do. From there, they swing the arms up at the same time. Maybe they're arching the back, they're putting the head up, and oftentimes this is due to selecting a heavier weight. They really have to use the rest of their body to fling it up, arch the back. Sometimes I will also see people locking out their knees. That is a big no. That's often going to put a lot more pressure on the lower back. Maybe they raise the traps, and then by the time they come up, they lifted heavy weight, but they feel horrible because they were feeling it in every place besides the muscles that we are intending to feel during this exercise. So now I'm going to go through and show you guys what I do want you to do, starting off with the way you pick up the dumbbells. So we have them on the floor, standing up, even set of dumbbells. You're going to hinge from the hips, little squat, pick them up, flat back, standing up, happy back. From there, we're hinging from the hips, soft knees, creating tension in the core, bracing that core. Dumbbells start forward, neck is in line with the spine. From there, we are going to fly those dumbbells back, hold and squeeze for a second, and slow control on the way down. As you can see, my neck is in line with my spine. I am squeezing at the top. Back is flat, and the only thing that is moving is my arms. I'm not swinging my whole body to try to compensate for that weight, and I'm controlling on the way down. Now you can also see I'm keeping those shoulders down. Elbows are going back, slightly back, not completely forward, at a bit of an angle. Slow, slow, and controlled. And now a reason I am able to do that is because I have selected a weight that I can use to properly execute this exercise. This is an exercise, like with all lifting exercises, where you should really drop the ego. Don't worry about being the strongest guy in the gym and picking up the heaviest weights. You are way better off going with the lighter weights, executing proper form, and working the muscles you are intending to work. So now if you're sitting at home and you are a beginner in the gym, just getting started, maybe you feel a little shy to walk in there, let alone pick up light weights, let it go. I have been working out for years and I still go into the gym, pick up 5-pound dumbbells, hinge the hips, execute proper form, and I get the job done.
We recently visited NSU Art Museum Fort Lauderdale to show you what you can enjoy when you visit. However, there's also a program for Broward School students called Museum on the Move, kind of like me. Recently, SoFlo Health visited NSU Art Museum Fort Lauderdale. We experienced the sweeping in-person galleries and learned about their virtual program, Museum on the Move. The goal is to enhance learning and increase engagement with the arts by involving students grades 1 through 12 in stimulating video tours of the museum's exhibitions and collections paired with hands-on art activities. Here's Lisa to tell you more about Museum on the Move.
My name is Lisa Quinn. I'm the Lillian S. Wells Curator of Education at NSU Art Museum. I develop education programs for the museum. It's called Museum on the Move. It's both live and virtual. We started the program many years ago, and since COVID, we've had to move it into the virtual realm, and we've adapted it into a program where it's on demand and it's a flexible course for teachers to administer to their students. There's also a live component, a virtual live component, where there's the museum educator works with the teacher to give a virtual tour of the museum exhibitions, and there's also an art making component with that as well. Teachers can use it on demand. They can use it whenever they need to throughout the day. They can pause it, they can resume it whenever it's convenient for them, so they're not on our schedule, we're more on theirs. The kids that participate engage in STEAM-related activities, that's science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics, also 21st century learning skills. So they're seeing contemporary artworks, modern artworks, and implementing that within their curriculum. This is for all Broward County kids. It's free of charge. It's a really special experience for the students attending the program. Although this exhibition is up for the next couple weeks, you can see it long after. So we're able to show past exhibitions currently to our students. This great art kit is provided to each student. It's filled with art materials carefully curated for each of the Broward County kids that take our virtual tour, Museum on the Move. There's lots of really great materials in here. We have pencils, markers, all sorts of different types of paper, and they also receive a return pass so they can come back with a family member or a person to visit the museum for free. So it encourages return visitors.
I'm the Wege Foundation Assistant Education Curator here at NSU Art Museum. I basically assist with the education programs here at the museum. Well, the kids get to experience a live virtual tour. They focus on the whole exhibition, and then they get to focus on individual pieces inside that exhibition. Additionally, we provide supplemental art programs called the Elements of Arts series, where teachers can use our supplemental pre-recorded videos at their leisure. They could teach it all in one day, or they can spread it across their entire school year. My favorite part of the program is our accessibility to all the students of Broward County at a time when things are unsure in terms of health and safety, and a time when Broward School art programs are being dissolved. We offer a valuable and enriching resource for the students of Broward County.
Parents, listen up. According to College Board, students who take 4 years of arts and music classes score an average of over 150 points higher on the SAT than students who take only 1/2 year or less. Now that's some smart art. We'll get our just desserts without the 7 major allergens at this Hollywood bakery when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're currently in Downtown Doral, enjoying a beautiful day, a nice walk, and the beautiful Downtown Doral Park, which is actually currently undergoing some renovations to eventually become the Doral Cultural Arts Center. And we look forward to seeing that. But do you know what you can see right now? Some tasty treats in Hollywood. Here on SoFlo Health, we're health conscious, but we also like to enjoy ourselves, and that can include a sweet treat. But it can also be difficult to find sweet treats with the ingredients you want in them, especially if you have an allergy. Well, here at Sweet Love Bakery, they've got the answer for you. I'm joined now by Anna of Sweet Love Bakery. Anna, thanks for having us here today. What is Sweet Love Bakery?
We're a bakery that gears towards removing the top 8 allergens from our baked goods. What we mainly focused on are tree nuts, peanuts, milk allergies, gluten, and we're a solely gluten-free bakery.
And then you're also kosher, correct?
Yes.
And how does that affect the baking process? Does that make it more difficult?
Oh yes, a lot more difficult because we have to replace the gluten elasticity that forms when you bake products with wheat. So we have to use different ingredients and replace those ingredients in addition. So a product that is made with like 3 ingredients on a regular basis, if it's gluten-free, is made with 11 ingredients because we have to replace that.
And something else that I think makes you special is that you also decorate cakes, and that's actually what you're going to be doing with us right here, right now. All right, so you want to start?
Sure.
Tell us what's going on here.
We're gonna frost the cake.
All right.
We already cut the sugar on top of it, put the filling, so now we're just gonna frost it on the outside.
And what is this cake made out of?
This is a chocolate cake with vanilla filling. The main ingredients that we use are like coconut oil, coconut flour, and things like that to replace, again, anything that has wheat. This is our base coat. Some people call it the crumb coat. It's what actually holds all of the crumbs that are on the cake together.
Okay.
So then we're gonna refrigerate it, and then we're gonna take it out to do a second coat, which is the pretty coat that you see outside on all of the cakes. Now we're gonna do the second coat, which is like the first coat, except now we don't have any crumbs. As soon as I'm done doing this coat, we're gonna add some sprinkles and then write the happy birthday miss.
Nice. Is there anything special about the icing itself?
So the icing itself, we don't use any milk because we're a dairy-free facility. And then our sugar is organic.
The most important part about a cake is, besides it looking great and it having the health needs met, or in this case, having your allergen needs met, it's that it tastes good. So do you think there's a way that I could taste, not this cake, this is for somebody and I don't want to ruin their cake, especially on their birthday, but is there a way I could taste this?
Of course, we'll give you a cupcake so you can give it a try.
Can't wait. Now my favorite part, tasting it. I'm gonna give this a try here, and what do I have in front of me?
This is our guava cupcake. So it has a guava cake and then guava frosting with some jelly in the center.
That's really good. And it's just like you said, it's a little more dense, but it's so smooth, still tasty. I love the guava. Some people don't like guava as much as I do. It tastes great. Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure having you. And
Thank you for coming.
Of course, and thank you for creating something for people out there to enjoy that have allergy needs or that are looking for something kosher.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of allergens, milk is the most common allergen for children, followed by eggs and peanuts. For adults, shellfish is the most common, followed by peanuts and tree nuts. Just another reason it's important to know what's in your food. If you do decide to venture away from a park and do some urban running or walking, make sure you're staying aware, looking both ways before you cross the street. And if you got some earbuds in, maybe keep the volume down a little bit lower than you might normally listen to it. A, to protect your hearing, and B, to be aware of what's going on around you. This is Dr. Z of Brain Center, and we're about to talk about migraines, but first, we're going to demask. Doctor, please tell me, what does a migraine feel like for somebody that wouldn't know the difference?
A migraine is so debilitating that really, when it happens, you cannot continue your daily functions, whether that's working, taking care of your children, your family, or even enjoying the vacation that you're on.
At what point should somebody seek medical attention for their migraines?
Patients should come to see a doctor for their migraines if they're starting to suffer from them on a very chronic and frequent basis. Patients should also come to seek medical help if the headache starts to change in the quality of how they usually feel. If there are secondary, more worrisome red flag symptoms, such as neck stiffness, fevers, seizures, patients should seek also medical care just to make sure that these are the headaches that they have are migraines and not something else.
When someone comes here to Brain Center to see you for migraines, how do you treat that?
So first, I listen to the patient. I identify with them kind of their headache history. When did the headache start? What do they feel like? We make sure that these headaches are indeed migraine headaches and not something else that requires different workup. Then we start to talk about how we can treat their headaches in a way that works for the patient to overall The goal is to reduce the frequency of their headaches and the severity of their headaches so that they can continue to live their life without being bothered by the headaches.
Right, so it's obviously much more comprehensive than just, oh, you have migraines, here, take this.
Correct.
And what sort of outcomes can somebody expect from treatment here?
Our goal, once again, is to decrease the frequency and the severity of the patient's headaches to the point where they can go back to work, they can go back to taking care of their families, and go back to being able to enjoy their lives without being debilitated by migraines.
If somebody would like to learn more about Brain Center or how they can get help for their migraines, how can they?
I think the easiest way is to go online and check us out at braincenter.org, where we have a lot of more information about migraines and other neurological conditions that we see in this clinic.
Professor Produce takes a bite out of Apple benefits and will show you what's new along Riverwalk in Fort Lauderdale after the break. What an absolutely beautiful day to go for a walk. Did I say that already? Probably, but it is. We're in Downtown Doral at Downtown Doral Park, and welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. Jenna from GBG Travel recently went on a different walk, the Riverwalk in Fort Lauderdale.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
Hey everyone, I'm Jenna Mark, and today we're going to explore Fort Lauderdale's Riverwalk. The reason Riverwalk is such a hit is because there's so much here. From the delicious food, to the bars, to the events, there's always something for everyone. If you don't want to walk, there's the water taxi. The Fort Lauderdale water taxi stops right here at Riverwalk, and it is so much fun. It's the best way to see everything that Fort Lauderdale has to offer. For all you fitness buffs out there, there's nothing better than Riverwalk. You can run or jog along the water. There's yoga in the park. It's a perfect place to get your sweat on. Fort Lauderdale presents a lineup of ongoing activities in Riverwalk Park as a way to create a more vibrant community along the river. From music festivals to fun brunches, these year-round activities provide great opportunities to enjoy the Riverwalk and all it has to offer. Head to goriverwalk.com and you're going to find something fun to do, whether it's date night or an outing with the family. And if you want a little culture, Riverwalk has that for you too. The Museum of Discovery and Science is right across the street, so there's something for everyone. Hunter, let's go check it out.
SoFlo Health's Healthy Travels, sponsored by GBG Travel.
You know it's fall weather when kids and their parents are outside enjoying a beautiful day in the park. I guess we're doing the same thing, but that's because we care about health. Do you know who else cares about health? Professor Produce. Hello, Professor Produce here, and you couldn't have picked a better day to be here because we're looking at apples. Oh, and we're talking about them too. The apple. You know, the old saying may be true. We're born crying, live complaining, and die. Hold on a second, that's not it. It's an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And that very well may be true. Apples aren't just nature's candy. They also pack a nutritious wallop that's hard to beat. This is a radish. One medium apple provides less than 100 calories, 25 grams of carbohydrate, 4 grams of dietary fiber, and it contains vitamin C, potassium, and vitamin K. Plus, apples are a rich source of polyphenols, and although you won't find them on your nutrition label, scientists believe that they're the reason for a lot of apples' health benefits. Apples are also high in water and fiber content, which makes them filling, and if you're trying to lose weight, that's a good thing. In one study, people that ate apple slices before a meal ate 200 fewer calories. Apples have been linked to a lower risk of heart disease. Remember those polyphenols from earlier? One of them in particular, a flavonoid called epicatechin, is linked to lowering blood pressure. Apples might also help you avoid type 2 diabetes. Eating just a few apples a week has been linked to lowering your risk by up to 20%. And like all fiber-rich fruits, your gut bacteria will thank you for eating them. Keep in mind that over half of the nutrients and fiber are contained right here on the peel. How do you like them apples? I like this one. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we're just wrapping up our walk through Downtown Doral Park. It's a beautiful day, and we encourage you to get outside, get moving, make sure you're drinking enough water, you're being aware of your surroundings. But if you insist on being inside, at least decorate a little bit. And do you know who can help you with that? Elena Capra, host of SoFlo Home Project. Hey Elena, what's going on later today on SoFlo Home Project?
Hey Hunter, so today we are touring the rest of this fabulous penthouse from last week, all 10,500 square feet of the grand spaces here. And we are going to be sharing with you some ways to create timeless and elegant designs of your own with some great inspiration on today's SoFlo Home Project.
Thanks, Elena. We'll be watching. And as always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloHealth.com. You can follow us using @SoFloHealth to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And until next week, it's goodbye and good health. In Doral. Next week on SoFlo Health, we're in Coral Gables to learn about the art and history that made the city beautiful. Poke is on the menu, garlic is in season for Professor Produce, and we'll take a look at the latest technology in dental implants. Join us next Sunday at 12:30 for more SoFlo Health. We'll see you then.